In this video, we'll be looking specifically at the differences between the PS4 and PC versions of Galgun Double Peace. I already reviewed Galgun Double Peace for the PS4 recently, so I'm not going to review that here. You can watch that review if you want to see what the game is all about in more detail. There are quite a few Japanese niche games that have made their way over to the PC, but not every game has had a smooth transition. Often there are stability issues, accompanied by performance, graphical, and sound problems. Anybody who played Disgaea PC before it was patched will know exactly what I mean. Neptunia V2 is another game in recent memory. It had some weird issues like occasional stuttering and sound cutting out. Thankfully, that was also fixed. But the main problem with ports is usually controls. Bad controls. Bad keyboard and mouse controls, to be more specific. Thankfully, this is usually circumvented by using a controller, but not everyone has a controller or wants to play with one, so it's an important thing to get right. Let's just go right into the controls. You can use both keyboard and mouse and a controller. In the settings, you can map the controls the way you want, but I found the keyboard controls to be logically laid out already. Something to take note of is that the game will only show you what the controller buttons are, so you'll have to remember which key corresponds to what button on the controller. A bit annoying. The best thing is that you can use the mouse to aim. That's what I was hoping for. With the controller, it always felt kind of clunky. This is not the case with the mouse, I'm happy to report. You know those minigames where you have to hit the little targets? Well, those are much easier now, and so is Doki Doki mode. For the touchy-feely parts, you use the mouse instead of the PS4's touchpad. Sometimes you have to use the trigger, or whatever key is mapped to the trigger, and the mouse to do certain touch functions. I found that to be a bit awkward at first, but to me that's still less frustrating than trying to get the touchpad to register my input. If you prefer a controller, you can just use a 360 controller instead, of course. Other than the missing mousepad, it plays exactly the same as it does on the PS4 if you use a controller. Okay, onto the graphics here. The visuals on the PC look pretty much the same as they are on the PS4. There are some improvements if you look closely, but nothing that would clearly make it better than what you would get with the PS4. Both versions run at 60 frames per second also. I noticed that the PC version of Double Peace features no DLC. I'm not sure if this will be added on later, but at the time of this video, none of the extra outfits and things like that are available for the PC. DLC or nude mods? I wonder which will come out first. Another thing to consider is the price. The PS4 game costs $60, the PC version is only $40. Plus, you don't have to pay tax because it's digital. I also didn't experience any technical issues or stability problems, which is nice. Can't be said for some other ports I've played in the past. So in the end, it sums up to this. The PC version is cheaper, has slightly better graphics, and you get the option of using keyboard and mouse controls or a controller. And the PS4 version has DLC, actual touch controls, and is available in a physical format. If you like this sort of game, then you'll probably enjoy either version regardless. Or just get the Vita version if you prefer that sort of thing.
とがっ